So here comes Tom Maloney from Team Goliath, making his way to the cage for this amateur lightweight contest. 23 years of age, started 22 years old with a few BJJ lessons and has then moved into mixed martial arts under Neil Grove there. As with all these amateurs making a debut now, doesn't really know much about his opponent, but feels quite confident that he's got the skill set to be able to deal with it. And confidence is something you need when you step in these. You really are taking a leap of faith off a cliff. So you have to believe in yourself, believe in your training, and believe in that and your training partners and coaches, right?
It's 100% that. You know, it's a leap of faith, and it really is all about confidence. It's a game of confidence. If you're not confident, if you don't believe in yourself, no one's going to believe in you. So it all starts independently, and you've got to believe with yourself, with your team, with your athleticism, your shape, and your fitness. And I think this kid does.
Looking in fantastic shape. Comes Jordan Muir, making his way to the cage, representing Raptors MMA and Great British top team there. You'll see Gary Wood, Nathaniel Wood, and also Mr. Bradley Pickett there. What a corner to have. And the story of this young man stepping into MMA is he was a fan. He's also a firefighter, so he stepped into a few crazy situations himself, but literally just wanted to start training. So got in contact with Nathaniel Wood, did a few private lessons, and from that has moved on now to where he is now, about to step in the cage and test himself against a very tough Tom Maloney. Oh, keen to get in there, needs the final checks done by the doctors there.
Yeah, like you said, a fantastic corner coming from the invisible gym that is GBTT, the Great British top team that doesn't quite exist yet, but it'll be here soon, Brad Pickett keeps telling me.
Well, the fighters are coming out thick and fast, stepping up to try and get under the tutelage of Mr. Brad Pickett, understandably so. And Jordan Muir, Brad speaks very highly of him indeed. And as we say that, he's a brave man. Not many people could steal your Monster Energy drink, but we'll let Mr. Brad Pickett do it this once, yeah?
Just once. Intensity coming out of Jordan in the red corner, black scramble shorts.
Yeah, there we have Jordan with the yellow gloves, black scramble shorts in the red corner, taking on Tom Maloney in the blue corner with the black board shorts there. And like you said, a lot of intensity, pacing backwards and forward, Jordan Muir. And he's got a lot of support here tonight as well.
And you know the team he's going to be training with is intense. You know, Nathaniel Wood, Brad Pickett and the lads down there, so if they believe he's ready for this, you better believe he is.
Tom Maloney looking very calm in the corner, completely different demeanour over there. Jordan Muir, like I said, he just started with some PTs with Nathaniel Wood, and it's moved on to this.
Tom Maloney very long, you know, has a very rangy, keeping that arm high, but needs to be careful his head's not straight up.
He ate a nice left hook there from Jordan Muir, and Jordan Muir is trying to get now. Trying to capitalise on that, but now he's closed the distance. Good knee to the body.
Tom Maloney's a very tricky shape to deal with. If you are Jordan, long, rangy, but his head is on the centre line the whole time. So I feel like if Jordan steps down and puts a power shot in there, it's always going to land.
Oh, and he catches that kick. Almost an illegal kick, but look at that left hook there. Once again, it connects on Tom Maloney. Now, Jordan Muir is swarming. But I have to say, Tom Maloney has got some chin on him. He's eaten 3 of those shots.
And that left hook just clipped into dropping, but he's doing well in the guard here. Again, long limbs, so it can be tricky here in this guard. He was doing all the right things, was reaching for the leg, you know, some intelligence there for sure, especially after getting caught with a big shot. He's definitely a survivor.
He actually said his prediction for this fight was a second round submission win, so a lot of faith in his jiu-jitsu game, and look at that, just scissoring the legs, trying to take some wind out of the sails there of Jordan Muir.
And again, that's a technique that definitely works in the gym, but so in the cage or live on fight night isn't that effective. But he's got long limbs, and again, using that to constrict the breathing.
So got that overhook on that right arm of Jordan.
Yeah, very deep overhook as well, and then you can see he does have some sort of guard game. He definitely is dangerous here on his back, so Jordan needs to be careful and stay tight, keep those elbows in, and if he's gonna throw ground and pound, then go body, go to the head, mix it up, don't leave anything loose.
But once again, I got to give credit to Thomas Maloney's chin. He's eating 3 of those big left hands.
He's getting a little bit of a breathing spot now, and I feel like he feels a lot more comfortable here on the ground. He's on his back, and it's not a good position to be in MMA, but it's much better than he was on the feet where he was taking shots. He's landing a couple of ground and pound shots from the bottom as well. Good to see. So he's not just going full jiu-jitsu.
Still has that right arm trapped over there. And he's able to defend those big hooks coming down much easier. You can read them much better from that position, especially if Jordan isn't postured up. Oh, and there we go.
Doing well to avoid the big power shots on the ground though, and then there's 10 seconds to go. I mean, a good round for Jordan, but like you said, Tom's done extremely well to survive the initial onslaught, and then showing some promise on the ground as well. So I feel like both men are going to have confidence going in there, you know, in different ways, in different positions. But in this debut, at the first round, the first time we've ever fought, and you know, it looks like this man Jordan has got a big crowd with it, screaming and going crazy. There's a lot of added pressure. When you get those breathes through and you get through to the second round, this is when we really see what the fighters are made of in the second round. When they get those nerves calm down a little bit, they get a little bit more settled, and we can see if Maloney can find himself on the feet a little bit. For me, whenever Maloney throws, he leaves himself wide open for counters and big shots, and Jordan's very powerful, very aggressive, so he needs to be extremely careful on the feet. On the ground, I think they're quite evenly matched. You know, I feel like Maloney wasn't really offering too much offense, but he was in control of the situation.
So this will move on to the second round. Should have a 3-minute round. Should it go the distance?
And that intensity that was coming early off from Jordan, you know, can be a problem coming into these rounds because the gas tank and all that sort of stuff. It's a different environment here when you're fighting. But he seems okay. Seems like he's settled into this. Again, very intense.
Round 2 underway. Jordan Muir with the yellow gloves, red corner. Tom Maloney, black gloves, blue corner. And what are the main points you would have said to Tom Maloney? Oh.
To move your head off the centre line and don't be there after your shots, which he is. And now again, on the ground, we're in the front headlock position. You can see Tom Maloney needs to defend this dance.
And this is a move Nathaniel Wood has used well and finished the fighter in the UFC with it as well.
And Brad Picker using the Japanese necktie. This position is one of his, and he's right in the corner there getting instruction from both men who have very high-level finishes in this position. Could see this now.
Oh, he's
switching
actually put it on the
dars.
bicep. He's got it on
now
the
we're
bicep.
on the dars position. It's all about the hips.
Looking to step over now.
Maybe the cage could hinder him a little bit. What really he needs to do here is Jordan needs to wrap one of the legs and stop Tom from reversing backwards with his hips. So you can see he's literally looking at his corner, getting instruction. The hips are nice and low. This could be on tight, but you can see the angle's not quite there because Tom's managing to get back to all fours, which is the right decision from Tom, so good awareness. Very, very good. I think he's going to survive.
Oh, and Jordan Muir just throws him against the cage, then drops these heavy bombs. Look at this from this young man. What a debut.
Blood coming from the nose now of Tom Maloney as well. Like I said, this kid's a survivor. Does well in that Dars front headlock position. Survives very well, does all the right things, gets back to all fours. Now he's taken even more shots, got blood coming from the nose. He's still fighting back in the guard.
And if we were to say anywhere where he's looked dangerous at the end of that first round, he threw up some potential submissions there. And also just the way his guard game is, you can tell he's got something from there, right?
Yeah, and exactly. And Jordan would have probably put a lot of effort into that last submission attempt because he might have felt he got the finish. Then he exploded into some ground and pound. So you don't know. This is when mistakes can happen. So he has to be very, very careful. Good top pressure here. feel like they're both having a bit of a respite, which for Tom Maloney is not a great spot.
Jordan
again trying to get that triangle, receiving a few more shots.
Yeah, Jordan, good awareness though when those legs came up.
Stepping over now into like a half guard, one butterfly.
But again, like you said, right in the corner there, and what a corner it is. Nathaniel Wood, Gary Woods, Brad Pickett.
The corner asking him to lace the other arm when he comes up onto that elbow, the Khabib, as you might want to call it. Doesn't really need to now. He's in complete control, is Jordan, but it just feels like he might run out of time. Maloney just surviving in this position, holding on.
Final 10 seconds, and Maloney, look at that. Just letting him know he's still, that's a great drop and roll there. Oh, and you can see the disappointment on his face, but that's a little mental tick in his box as far as, I'm still here, I'm still in this fight. Yeah, I've got a bloody nose.
Maloney doesn't give up. You can see it in this fight. He's never shown like he's beaten and he's going to give up. He's fought every position, and that's something you can't teach people. It's internal within you. He's got a very tough test in front of him here in Jordan. Very athletic, moving very well, and caught him with some big shots, big submission positions. You know, coming from a great gym, great team, and he's fearless. Tom Maloney here is standing up to the challenge, doing very well. And the first time he gets a good position, it's the end of the round. And you can see the disappointment on his face. I felt bad for him because it was a great reversal, great sweep to get on top. Looked like he was going to move straight into a Kimura or into some sort of attack, and he was peeled away. So, you know, I'd like to see him get a top position or an offensive position in this third round.
Good. 2 rounds so far in the books, moving into this third and final round here at Celtic Gladiator. Deep breaths from both fighters. Tom Maloney. We'll be looking to try and get an advantageous position early in this third round, but the power so far of Jordan Muir has been absolutely devastating as far as control.
We've spoken about it a few times tonight, but the level of amateur talent now, these guys are debut fighters. This going deep into the third round, we've seen such a variation of techniques. You know, they're both lacking in certain spots and they're working on that, but you can see the talent, you can see that they've got it in them, and the determination to win, to fight, and they're really looking to finish their opponents. The level is unreal. At a debut stage. And
at a stage where both of them, I believe, have been training for about 12 months, so...
Which is nothing. It is absolutely nothing in the world of MMA, you know, it really is. Both taking a little bit of a mental breather here, I think. Coming forward with big shots.
Oh, nice knee there, but Tom Maloney throws that right hand, it just misses Jordan. Nice low kick from Jordan. Fatigue certainly playing a part here, but still very explosive, both of them.
Maloney's reacting to every single thing. Everything that Jordan does, you see Maloney move, you see him a bit of fear, kind of move his head, run away. Nice big shot over the top with the right hand, though. I'd like to see what we need from Tom is he needs to go first. He can't be set on the end. Whenever he lets Jordan come, he's getting hit big, so he needs to go first.
Jordan just seems to be the quicker of the two as well.
And both moving in straight lines, so everything is on the end of the combinations, they're always getting hit. Nice little feints there from Jordan to set up the low kick.
Oh, and that one really did hurt. You could tell that Tom Maloney's balance almost taken away from him.
And all the corner have been asking for is that jab, low kick, and he's finally listening.
Straight right, left hook, yeah?
Straight right, left hook. There it is as well, as we say it. Maloney definitely behind in this fight, so he needs to put a step on the gas if he wants to take this victory. Needs to come forward and look for a finish in this fight.
Ooh, a spinning attack there late in this third round. And so far we've had 3 fights, 3 finishes. This could be the first one to go to the judges. And again, that leg kick comes in deep and hard to the thigh there of Tom Maloney.
Nice right hand coming in from Maloney. That's what I like to see. He needs to start the attacks. Big breaths. I mean, really, fatigue playing a big part now.
I also think his lead leg is in a lot of trouble. There you go, you can tell that, and Jordan can see it. Oh, he calls him back to his feet. The referee said you've got to defend yourself. He almost stepped in there.
Looking for the finish, Jordan. Brilliant.
If he didn't stand up at that point, and if he followed that up, he could have got the finish. The referee.
Nice right hand though from Tom.
Oh, Tom Maloney is nails.
Last 10 seconds going all the way to the end.
Oh,
Head kick.
that is it. That left hook from Jordan Muir. What a fight. The fireman steps into the fire and handles it once again. Powerful stuff from this debuting fighter.
And he won that fight on so many levels. There was so many finishing opportunities in that fight. You could see he wore him down, but he was so tired, beat him up with the low kicks, destroyed his leg, was catching him with that right hand, and then finishes him with a left hook. So there's so many finishing potential moves in that fight. Could have finished him with a dars, could have finished him with a front headlock, could have finished him with a leg kicks, could have finished him with a right hand, and it ended with a left hook right at the end of the third round with, I think there was 2 seconds left to go.
Wow.
So, you know, hunting for the finish throughout the whole fight, and he finally gets it, and the crowd go mad for him.
Impressive stuff, and also impressive was Tom Maloney's heart and chin. And he got a few shots off himself. There's a hematoma there on the head of Jordan Muir.
Well, that'll be a good story though, when at the fire station he'll be able to tell. I'm sure, I think the whole fire station's here, to be fair, so I don't think he needs to tell the story, but you know, a very impressive performance from him. A lot, like I say, a lot of different finishing potential, could have done a lot of things there, and showed a good variation of techniques. And like you said, Tom Maloney, tough as nails, never gave up, kept coming forward. It was a really, really impressive fight.
Nice respect.
Yeah, good respect shown by both fighters, both teams. You know, these guys have got great experience in this game. So I feel like they both enjoyed that initial experience in MMA, even though Maloney's not taking the victory, took a lot of shots, but it's a great experience for him. Fought, you know, a very tough guy, and has a lot to learn from this fight and move forward. He's smiling on his face, he enjoyed himself. You know, I think he'll get a lot from this as well.
So let's make it official. Let's hand it to Ricky Wright. There we have it. Jordan Muir takes his first victory in these amateur ranks, an impressive victory. What a performance from this young man. Exciting stuff from the fireman, as if there's not enough adrenaline in that man's life. He chooses a path in MMA as well. Great stuff.